Welcome everyone to part 6 of our Rhem 4 walkthrough, continuing to use the guide found at gameboomers.com. Find the link in the description bar below. This will be our last part in this walkthrough. So let's continue. So we're currently in the south section of Rhem. We've just completed the gallery puzzles or puzzle and have received the latest fragment. So next part of the guide says to go to the thatched roof hut left of the flower clock area and go to the fireplace. So let's do that. One 5-8 is what I saw. I believe the longest part of this section, or this part of the guide, will be the running around that we have to do. Alright, so go to the fireplace. We are there. And now it says open the fireplace by turning the green arrow at left to 1 and press the button left of the fireplace. Alright, that's already at 1. And we press the button right of the fireplace. Okay. Oh, left of the fireplace. There we go. Place the 3 metal pieces inside the fireplace. Alright. And if done correctly, press the right button to the right. There we go. Take the metal piece number 4, which was fused together. And now we need to go back to the 9 doors hallway and through door number 2. Oops. Five, 1, 8. Place metal piece 4 on the plate. See the cables leading off this plate go to a panel behind door 3 at left. This panel here. And to the cabinet with 2 lights above it at right. Okay. And now we're going to go through door number 3. Of course, we need another code. I saw 756. Okay, see the panel with a red button and cables leading out at right and left. Is there one at the left? Oh. Okay, these two cables. The left one goes to a cabinet behind door number 4. Alright. Over here. And press the red button. See the 2 lights on the pole ahead light up. Alright. The lights either go from light to dark or dark to light. Take note, write down the 6 sequences on both top and bottom signal lights. You can also just check the post behind door number 1 later, which is what we're going to do. Remember the sunrise and sunset movie on TV seen at Callus's quarters, which I'm not sure if I showed everyone that, but if you turn the knob on the TV, you'd get one scene for sunrise and another scene for a sunset, and basically a 4-box code that related to each one. That's going to come into play in just a little bit. Alright, so now we're going to go to door number 4, I believe. Let's see, as noted, the cable from door 3 panel connects to door 4 cabinet. Another cable goes out to the lock cabinet. Each of those cabinets is on a distinct pole. The one coming from the panel in door 3 is short and has 4 cylinders on the side. The pole of the other wire is on a taller pole with a triangular cover on top. The programming of those 2 cables should be the same for this cabinet to be activated. Alright, so actually we're going to be going through door number 1 right now. It says open door number 1 and go to the cabinet under the signal lights. Alright. I think I saw 926. Cabinet is over here. Alright, so basically this is how the cabinet is, or the lights are programmed, and basically you can play around with this if you want and change the sequences, and you notice if you press this red button it goes around. What's important though is that you write this down, and in fact I'm gonna just make a screenshot for later use. Alright. There we go. And just leave this over for a sec. Also, you'll notice the arrows. So you start with this one, which goes to this one, which goes to that one, which goes to this one, which goes to that one, which ends on this one. Alright. And vertical means sunset, or sorry, horizontal means sunset, and vertical means sunrise. Again, that'll come into play later. So we're going to close this cabinet and continue on with the guide. And now it says to go to follow where the other door 4 cabinet cable go to. It goes behind the rocky wall to the back of the gallery building. So now we're going to go to the gallery. And it says before the last room, look right and see a nice hideaway with trees. So let's go find that hideaway. Right here. Okay, now, so we're going to enter the last room. What's important here is the stones that we see, which are split into 3 sections by these 2 trees. So stones on this. This is one set of stones. That's another set, and there's another set. But we'll get to that in a bit. All right. So go enter the last room. See the cable enter through the wall and connect to 2 closed boxes on the wall. Okay. See the picture on the wall of 2 poles of cables coming out of the lock cabinet behind door 4. It has an equal sign to denote that they should be programmed the same way. Okay. Open the closed boxes. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna do that. So, see the 3 columns of numbers on the right wall. The lever has a blue handle like the wire leading out of the boxes, or leading to the boxes. Let's see what happens when we pull the handle. A sound is heard. No change in this room. So we go back to this over here, and we see now that it has changed a lot. So now we just need to count the blocks basically. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, and 3. So our code is 8, 2, 3. So we just punch that in. 8, 2, 3. And pull the handle. Actually, whoops, we did not want to pull the handle. Now it has reset, so we want to get a new count. So we've got 2, 3, 2. And now the box should open. Perfect. So basically this is sunrise and this one is sunset. So now we need to take the basically take the chart that I copied a while ago, this one right here, and I'm going to basically take, so this one here would be sunrise and this is sunset, so I need to basically make sure that's the same way here. Sunrise, sunset, and that's what I have. Sunrise, sunset. So just continue on. The next one, according to my little chart. Just need to move this over, sorry. So get it out of the way. All right. There we go. All right, so the next one on my chart, and this is going to be different for you, so next one on my chart is sunset, sunset. So that's sunset, sunset. Next one after that is sunrise, sunrise. It's already on sunrise, sunrise. The next one after that is sunset, sunrise. Sunset, sunrise. And next one after that is sunset, sunset. It's already on sunset, sunset. And the last one is sunset, sunset again. All right, so that should, once that is done, I think we just need to close this. And all right, so now we need to go back to the 9 doors hallway. And if we did it all right, we're going to get a green ring. I hope I did that right, because Suck if I have to come all the way back here. All right. Four, 3, 6, as I think what I saw. Yes, it worked. All right, we got the green ring. And now we're going to go to the east section. So we need to go back to the circular rail tower. Okay, so 916. I actually think my tram might be ready to go east right now, so let's see. Yes, it's already set. All right, cool. Now we're just gonna move that tram back a little bit so we can get to this door here. Okay, open the cabinet. Put the green ring in there. And now we can press the button and open the hut. Pull the button, I think, and take fragment number 2. There we go. Now we're going to go back to the revolving bridge, and that's back at the southern section of Rhem, so a little more backtracking here. was 196. Alright, so it says if the bridge is not going the other way, press the button at the bottom of the archway to turn it perpendicular, like so. And see this panel? It's going to come into play later. Now we need to go around into Calus's quarters, or Calus's quarters. Well, it's a little late now, but here's the TV I was talking about. I don't know if I showed this in the guide a while ago. And of course, that's sunrise, and if you did this, get sunset in the code. That's where that comes from. Don't know, I can't remember if I showed that or not. Alright, so basically, go through here and into the hall. Right here, go across the bridge and see some sliders. These right here, and this one here, and notice that there is a metal piece of metal here blocking the slider from going all the way to the top. Alright, and there are also letters. These letters here, and you'll notice that each letter is in a particular type of circles, and these basically relate back to this note you got here. See the different shapes and how we correlated them to each of the cardinal points on a compass. Alright, so basically, we know the letters and the cardinal compass points that they represent, and that'll come into play later. Like the K has, I believe, the north icon. The Y has the east icon, and so forth. N has the west icon, and A has the south icon. Okay, so we got that. Now we're going to go further down the hall. And let's see the next part. Alright, so sorry, I lost my place in the guide here. Hold on. Alright. At the end there's a closed door. This closed door. And the green button has a sun depicted above it. They are still not powered. Alright, so turn around from the door and see a sun with lines on the side on the ceiling. So that's what they're talking about, these little lines here. And you can see that there's a little arrow. This one's pointing to the third one, and this one is pointing to the first one. You can hardly see it, but it's there. Alright, and you can actually, oh, I guess you can't do it now. Okay, we'll have to do that in a sec. Alright, so it's still not powered. So we're going to turn, continue, and I believe now we're going to go back, go forward until the entryway just before the bridge. Turn around. Oops. Actually, I wanted to show you something. Actually, if you go back here, you can see that there's these things hanging down here. If we go just before, we can actually look up here. And if we put our mouse over the top, we can see that there's a sort of a jagged line here that separates two of the sides. Now, these correspond with the panel outside the archway of the revolving bridge. This one on each side, this side and this side. And if we enter those codes, it will activate this room here, I believe. So now we're going to have to go back. So, having noted where each one of these were, we are going to cross the bridge and go back to the panels. I tried standing on the bridge and pressing the button to see if I would actually turn with me on it, but it doesn't do that, unfortunately, so we gotta go around. Okay, so I've got the code ready here, I think. Alright, so according to the diagram we just saw, that's this side. See this jagged line here? So we know that this is this code for this side. And now we're going to have to cross the bridge to get to the other side. The other code, which is this, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Go back around. Of course, we're gonna have to set the bridge back. All right, so after doing that, cross the bridge the other side. Go back to the Sun Hall. Alright, so the sliders now are activated. We can move them. And this should be activated too. Alright, and the reason we want to turn that is because we cannot move the slider up to the top one because there's a piece of metal blocking the top notch. So by turning this, we only need to get it to the third one, to the third one up, and this one is right at the bottom. So in fact, you just need to move this one up 3, and this one should already be at the bottom. And now that the sliders are in the proper position, we should be able to open this door, and we can. Alright, so enter this room and we'll see that we are in, I don't know what they call this room, but anyways, it's a building with a bunch of cabinets in it. It's actually got 2 rooms with 4 cabinets on each room. Okay, so let's go back to the guide. And we're going to unlatch the door and go outside. And we'll notice that over here we have the same thing. Letters inside circles that represent the different cardinal points on the compass. basically the same thing. It's just repeated. Okay, so now that we have that, you'll notice that this just leads, I believe, to door number 5. And this goes to one of the, what do you call that thing? A little trolley, or not a trolley, but a lift. Okay, so, now we can see that there's a clock here, and it is going counterclockwise. So everything with a G-O-T-E is counterclockwise. And the other letters that we saw in the other hall, because the clock in here is going clockwise. This clock here is going clockwise. So K-Y-N-A is clockwise. Got it? Alright, got it. Alright, so using that information, we can start to play around with these cabinets. And we'll notice that this is going counterclockwise, and we are on the north wall. So the only letter, so counterclockwise is, oh, and also 2. So it is T. And just press this to get the T. And if you were to count the blocks inside a T, you would find that there are 9 blocks inside a T. I'll just show you that. See 5 across and 4 more down. Make 9. That's why that one is 9. Okay, there is one I just want to mention that the guide makes a kind of an error. It says letters on the wall of the Sun Hall where the clock hand goes clockwise. It's they give G, O, K, and E, but it should be K, O, T, and E. E is in the other room. Slight error. The solutions that they give, though, in the guide for the cabinets do work, and we are going to enter those right now. This one is C13. Oops. And this one is, oh wait a minute, not C. Duh. Should be actually N. And this one is 14A. And one over here should be Y7. Alright, this one is K11. This one is G15. This one is O12. And this one's E16. Alright, once that's done, we done correctly, exit outside to the water side. Press the yellow button and the familiar stand rises. And this is the yellow button. And another fragment. Alright, now we're going to go to the Hills Courtyard. And now we're going to go to the 9 doors hallway and go through the door number 9. Yeah, be cool if you could just like press the button from over here, but it can't reach. So we gotta go all the way around. Well, actually, stupid me. Did not need to go this way. Could have just entered through door number 5. Alright. Actually, oh shoot. Guess I gotta get another code. Ah. Okay, so go forward to the Hill Courtyard. Alright, so that would be oh, I missed it. Alright, I'm going. I went the wrong way somehow. It says exit right, but if I exit right over here, I'm sure I'm not in the right section. I think this part of the guide, I think I should have went through door number 9, if I remember. Oh no. Alright, this is where we're supposed to go. Here's the Hill Courtyard. Okay. And it says, note that there are small hills at the center of the enclosure by rock walls. Like so. These things here. There are panels that show icons and letter panels on the railing around the enclosure. So over here, there are 3 of these. There's one here and so forth. And basically there's a... let's see. There are panels that show icons. Yes, that's northeast corner. The wire that comes out goes to a hill in the enclosure. This cabinet here, this wire here, and this goes into here. So basically, you're gonna have to do something, right? And now we're gonna exit and go through door number 9. Guess we just came here to show you that. Oh yeah, we need a code. Oops. No. So now we're gonna go to the Hills Information Building. And here's our compass, and if you pass your mouse over it, you'll notice that each square has a different symbol in it. What you're supposed to do is write these down exactly, because some of these look sort of similar, and if you mess up, you're gonna have a hard time. So if you can, make yourself a screenshot. That's what I did, or just get it from the guide. All right, and also we should already have a copy of this. And I believe we're going to go back to the courtyard. Yeah, go back to the courtyard. Now that we got that compass. And basically those symbols relate to the different hills that are in the compass. I was a little, didn't quite understand what was going on here at first, but alright. So on this panel, we can see this hill, this hill, this hill, this hill, this hill, this hill, and this hill. And you'll notice that we only ever see one going left to right. And basically we need to put in the symbol that represents the hills that we see. So going back over here, and now we're north, so basically this thing's upside down, but I can tell you that the first one would be a star looking from this side here. We know that this one out here is going to be the star, and this one up close to us looking from upside down, I believe, if I get my perspective right, is this circle. Oh no, that can't be right. No, it's this sort of diamond shaped thing. So doing that for all the hills, we will get the code that we need to enter. And yeah, so let's enter the star here. Like I said, some of these really look the same, so be careful which one you select. Otherwise, you're going to be running back and forth trying to figure out what you did wrong. Oops, I just passed the one I needed. Believe me, you'll never have two the same, obviously. So if you do, you know you've done something wrong. Though some of these symbols might repeat in these other panels. Alright, so on this panel, this is the one they've labeled in the guide as northeast. Code is shoot, I just passed it again. fast. Where are you? There we go. All right, and the reason this is this symbol, because this hill represents this symbol. And if I could just turn my picture around here easily, I'd show you that. We're basically facing north, so if we sort of flip this over, we would see this symbol, of course, down here. So this symbol is this symbol here, and that's why we put that there. So we got one more panel to do. That's over here, and this is the one they've labeled as southeast, and it starts with the circle. Was already on it. No, it wasn't. There it is. And that one is fine. Next one is that one. There we go. So now we need to go back, I believe. Alright, so now we need to go back to the Hills Information Building. Seven, 1, 3. And if we did that code correctly, we should be able to. Alright, so now we were able to lift this. Look through the peephole and see the hills vista. Like so. Alright. And the letter panel at the right is also activated. Alright, so enter a combination of letters and press the button and see a printout of the hill vista. Make a copy of the printout. Open the book and label that hill drawing with the letters that you entered. Do this for all the possible combinations of letters except double letters like AA, BB, or CC. And the reason I don't think you get a printout. There's nothing on it, so if I was to do BB, there'd be nothing. Alright, so we're going to do each combination starting with AB. Make a copy of that. And you'll notice that we can write in here now. And we'll put AB. Go back over here. AC. And we have to do that for each. Oops. Also notice that we are filling up our notebook. At the same time, I think it's going to use up every available space once we are done. what did we do wrong there? This is long, whoops, but has to be done. Unless you cheat and go with the guide completely, I guess. Alright. Sounds like the song Money by Pink Floyd. C, D. Alright, let's do the D's now. Oops. And one more. Okay. Now that we have that, we are going to go back to the courtyard. And I'll show you why we made copies of all those diagrams in just a second. I just noticed my sound is all messed up, so I'm gonna try to fix that here. I'm gonna save this and come back. I don't know, it does that sometimes. Sound just sort of wants to jitter. So we're going to continue this video, but we're gonna restart the game just so I can get the sound back. I noticed that if I play this game for too long, something happens to the sound after a while. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's the game's way of telling me I've been playing too long. I don't know, but I think we fixed the sound now. Just load back up our game. Yeah, I can hear the wind now. Alright, so basically, we need to put in the right combination of letters here. So we are currently, I guess it's easier if you start at the north side. Okay, we're at the north side, the north west end, the northwest corner. And if we were to look at CA, we would see that this outline kind of matches the outline here. So put in the CA. If you didn't know the answers, you'd have to check each chart till you found one that looked like this pattern. And I know since I have the answers, that if we were to look at AC here, this pattern here matches the pattern you'd have if you passed a line over it. So I can put AC in and basically do that till you find each scene. But I already know the answers, so I'm just going to put them in. BC. AB. One more. Now we'll go back over here and we should be able to press that button, I think. And there we go. Success there. Alright, going back to the guide. And let's see. If correctly done, the hill at center of the inner courtyard lights up, which it did. Go to the lock cabinet at the northeast corner of the courtyard. Open the cabinet and take the green pentagon. And the green pentagon. Alright, so go to the circular railway, and we're going to be traveling to the west area. Again, there's a lot of running around here. I think the sound is messed up again. Yeah, I think the sound is messed up again. I don't know why. Well, we're almost done, so not gonna worry about it. Yeah, definitely sounds messed up. It's weird. Okay. Okay, I guess we can go forward. Oh no, we can't go forward. Ah. Yeah, that sound is definitely messed up. Let's try one more restart here and see if we can do anything to save that. I find it annoying. Okay, we're almost done. Let's see if that helped. Oh yeah, there we go. Back up to the north. Exit. Okay, so gonna have to close that rail. Open the west side. And we're off to the west area. So I'm gonna go back here and this is corresponds with the number we saw back at those in the south area when we lowered the bridge and pressed the button from the other side and saw that number in the triangle, which was I believe 448. So we just need to enter that number now, 448. Go back in here. See, like with this triangle, remember, we saw that underneath there where the bridge would have been. Well, not in this room, but so now we should be able to. Oops. I have to put the pentagram in here first. There we go. I believe that's our last fragment. So now we need to go back to the entranceway at the very beginning of the game, which is in the south area. So let's go back to the circular railway. And well, I guess we'll just get out here. Eight, 1, 2. And it says to enter the door with the highlighted third square. I believe that is not. Right, we're here. here. Put in our fragments. I don't know if it actually matters, but yeah, I guess it does. Alright, and go left and press the button on the stand. Do not press the button again or the exit door will close. If so, press the button again. Alright, so we'll just press this once. And you'll see the door open here. And oh, look, who is that?
I thank you, not only because you have unraveled the mystery of this part of Rhem, but also because, after so many years of isolation here, you have given me the opportunity to return to my brother. I wish you all the best for your own journey home.
You're welcome. Alright, so now we're going to go to the room where Callus was seen and pick up the blue key on the table. So can't do anything while this animation is working. It's an interesting airship. And it's the door with the highlighted 6 square, which is this one. And pick up the blue key. Alright, and then go through the door, open the box, set bright, and use the blue key. Actually, we need to go back over here. Go through the door with the highlighted 5th square, which is this one. Open this, use the key. Oops. There we go. Turn the key. And we want to turn around and close the door, because this basically bars our way lower, so need to close it. Turn around and see the lady in red. I have no idea who this lady is. Go through the door. If the door above was not closed, look around, see a tram leave. I don't know. I never see the tram leave. Oh well. Alright, so anyways, enter the small room. This must have been where Kayla stayed when we were roaming around. Read the diary. So here's the diary, and I just pause the video if you want to read it. And there we go. Get out of here. Okay, go back up. Go to the tram by way of the metal door with the highlighted 4th square. I believe that's where we came in. unfortunately. And ride the tram and say goodbye to Rhem 4. Goodbye, Rhem 4. And thank you so much for watching this video and bearing with me here. And I guess we'll have to wait for Rhem 5. That's it, the end. Catch you next time.
Dear friend, I'm happy you returned safe and sound from Rhem. Thank you for your help, which also enabled my brother Kayleigh to return home. Without the possibility of returning, he felt his stay in Rhem was more and more like exile. He is doing better all the time. I'm sure he will plan a new expedition to Rhem soon, in which case we will, of course, need your help again. Bye for now. Zetais.